you strong and how strong do you want to be? So if I said to you, let's go to the gym and lift 100 kilos, and you picked up, which is, this rock's not 100 kilos, but it's probably about 20, using every muscle in your body, would you lift 100 kilos in one complete package? Or would you lift 1 kilo 100 times? Maybe this is about a kilo, I reckon. Woohoo! Yeah, you can chuck it around. Or you might even lift 20 or 30 grams thousands of times. Will that make you stronger? And it's a really interesting question, I think a really important question, because I think we get a bit caught up in how many times to do something and how often to do it versus how do I actually get stronger. And is it possible, based on physiology and how the body works, that we respond to overload of what we can already lift? So if I can already lift it, my body's not going to change. If I can't lift it, or if it's hard to lift, is it possible that my body will change? It's interesting because about 3 days ago, I had 12 tonne of rock delivered to my garden. In the last 3 days, I've moved about 6 tonne of that rock, so half of it's been moved. I can say, Rowie, you legend, you've moved 6 tonne of rock. But not one of that, or not any part of that experience has been a strength training overload experience for Rowie. It's been a great fun exercise to get my heart rate up because I have to move rock around. It's been a great physical activity. It's been fresh air and sunshine, but none of moving 6 tonne of rock is going to make me any stronger, because even a heavy rock on my pile is only about 20 kilos. Maybe the big ones are 30, but I can squat 45, 50, 60, 70, sometimes on a good day, up to 100 kilos. So none of the rocks that I've lifted have made me any stronger. I can lift lots of rocks many times. I can do this 100 times probably, and I can say I lifted 1 kilo 100 times, but it's not going to make me any stronger. So why is that important? Because if you want to get strong, you've got to overload. What I've been able to do out here, moving 6 tonne of rock, is because I'm fit and because I'm strong. And I think that's what we get caught up in, activity versus exercise. If I'm really fit and really strong, I then have the energy, the vitality, the strength, and the mental toughness to go and do all the things that I want to do. So if you want to snow ski, there's still snow on the mountains. If you want to go rock climbing, mountain bike riding, hiking, if you want to dance all night at a nightclub, you've got to have a body that's fit and strong to be able to do that. How do I get fit and strong? Now, I could say I'm going to dance at a nightclub to get fit and strong, and we call that specificity of training. But ultimately, if I want to get fit, I've got to get puffed. If I want to get strong, I've got to overload my muscles. And if I'm fit and if I'm strong, then I can go and do all the things that I want to do. So is it possible that we should get fit and strong so that we can do all the things that we want to do, versus let's do some stuff and hope that whatever we're doing makes us fit and strong? So I'm an old lady. I've got a big garden. I've got tons of rock that has been delivered, and not only the rock that got delivered 12 tons the other day. I've had many multiple. I think we worked out it's about 120 ton now. And I've moved sand, gravel, rocks, stuff around with my wheelbarrow, with my rake, and with the shovel. And I've been able to do that because I'm fit and strong. So the outcome of your exercise program, always ask yourself this question, and could this be a really good idea? I want to get fit and I want to get strong to do what? So how fit do I need to be and how strong do I need to be so that I can go and do my sport, my physical activity, my hobby? I've got a body that's capable of doing all the things that I want to do. So I've got to get puffed. And the interesting connection there is, if I'm not strong, how can I puff really hard? If I've got a weak, frail body, weak, frail muscles and bones, how can I push my body intensely through my huffy puffy exercise? I can't, because I'm weak and frail. So the purpose of strength training is to use every single muscle, bone, ligament, tendon and joint in your body so that they get really strong, so that when you go puff, when you go sprinting, and however you get puff doesn't matter, of course, whether you run, bike, kick, punch, soft sand, doesn't matter. and when I say soft sand, that's running or walking usually gives you an increased heart rate when you go through soft sand versus hard ground. Anything that gets you puffed will get you fit. And the beautiful thing about phosphate fit, and I always like to say this fast, let's get phosphate fit fast. The phosphate system inside the human body is 10 seconds. It's the fight and flight system to make sure that we can get away from the threat, get away from the wild animal. It's the system that keeps us alive. So if we train in our phosphate system to get fit, and if we train in our phosphate system to get strong, then we're going to be working at 100% effort. And that's why my moving of rocks is a silly waste of time from a strength point of view. I can't say I move 6 ton of rock. No, I just move some little rocks many, many times. If I want to get really strong, I have to overload my body to a point where it's finding it really difficult to lift, and right to the point where I can't lift anymore. So even this pretty heavy rock, I'm going to say maybe 15 kilos, I could probably do it 30 or 40 or 50 times. But it's not how many times I lift something that makes me stronger. It's not how often I lift something that makes me stronger. It's how heavy it is so that I overload the muscle. And then different to sprinting, where you can sprint, get your breath back, sprint, get your breath back, strength obviously comes from having strong muscles, and they have to recover from their strength workout. So if I lift something heavy, I'm going to get micro tears in my muscles. They have to recover, regenerate, then super compensate, and then I'll be stronger. And that's probably one of the reasons why people don't get stronger. They go to the gym lots of times and they lift lots of weights, but they're not getting any stronger. They're not lifting any heavier because they're not giving their body time to recover. Now, I can't control what other people do. I just want you to be as healthy, fit and strong as you need to be able to do all the things that you want to do. I love being an old lady who's capable of moving 12 ton of rock by the next couple of days, so all the rocks will be moved. I love being an old lady that can sprint and puff and kick and punch and jump and do all the things that old people aren't supposed to be able to do, but I can only do that because I get puffed to be fit and I lift heavy to get strong. So if you want to have a body that's full of energy, if you want to live your life to the max, woohoo! Get puffed to get fit, lift heavy to get strong, and let's not get caught up in all the other silliness I get bombarded with it every day, so I don't know about you. How many times and what's the exercise and don't do this and shouldn't do that and mustn't do that. It's really simple. If you want to be fit and strong, you've got to get puffed to get fit, lift heavy to get strong, and make sure your body's got time to recover from your strength training workout. You'll know that you've gotten stronger when you can lift heavier. I'll say that again. I know I've gotten stronger because I can lift heavier. Woohoo! Live your life to the max. Thank you for coming to Romax. My name's Rowie and I'm here every single day, every day, to make sure that you've got everything that you need. I'm learning and studying and training and learning and studying and training every day. And everything that I learn, I want to share with the world to make sure that we're all healthy, fit and strong. We all have a career or business that we love. We're all financially free and we have a great relationship with ourselves and with all the people in our lives. That's what Romax is all about. And if you've got all of those things going, is it possible that you could live your life to the max? Live your life to the max. Happy, 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 happy days. Woohoo!